It is currently Monday evening at the moment, and I'm just getting finished up with all my work for the evening, end of day markups, journaling, everything like that. I did take a trade today. It was a break-even trade, so I'll show you that trade shortly and break it down quickly for you. Hopefully we can get a bit more action this week in the markets, as last week was very, very quiet. We had a lot of crazy moves, a lot of crazy volatility. So hopefully the markets will be a little bit more back to normal this week, and we can capitalise on that and get our funded accounts further on and make some decent profits. But I'll be keeping you updated throughout the week and we'll see how we get on. So then this is the trade that we took today. We had price come up and take out Asia highs. We then had price push down and make a market structure shift. We then took our fib and marked out our OTE level, entered a sell limit, and as the price came up, tagged us into the trade and then started pushing down nicely into profit. We came to around a 1-to-1. It's actually past a 1-to-1 to be honest. Coming near to our TP. That's when I moved my stop loss to break even. But as you can see, price then started coming back up and we got tagged out at break even right there. As we can see, price did carry on down for the rest of the day in our favour. However, obviously we were out of the trade then. As we can see, Monday, first of the week, break even. Last week, that's what I was talking about, a very quiet week. Only taking one trade that was a break even. The week before, one trade as well, but that was a winner. So that's all for April so far. Like I said, we've got the rest of the week ahead of us, and we'll see what we can do and what the markets provide us. So then guys, it's now Tuesday evening and I've just been finishing up some of my end of day markups. And yesterday we had a break even trade, and I said that hopefully we can get some decent price movement this week and catch a nice winning trade and have a positive week. And today we had just that. We had some nice price movement this morning, and we took a trade and it was a winner, a nice plus 2%. I'll spin you around and show you that trade shortly. We'll break that down. Obviously, if this was on a live, I wouldn't be too bothered in taking any other trades for the week. However, seeing as we are still in the evaluation stage, then I'm fine with being a bit more aggressive and trying to get this account further on. So yeah, I'll still be looking to see what the rest of the week holds. I've got a good direction in mind for the week on the higher time frames, and price today has confirmed that. So yeah, we'll see what the rest of the week holds, but now let's get into a breakdown of this trade. So then, looking at this trade, we can see that in the morning we had price come up and take out Asia highs here. We then had price start to push down, showing some displacement to the downside and making a market structure shift. I then took my fib from the swing high to where price made this swing low. And before I could even have chance to mark out my OTE and place my sell limit order like I'd usually do, we can see that price shot up to our OTE and then obviously came up, and I didn't have time to place my sell limit, so then I had to look at market execution. So I dropped down onto the 1 minute. So after I dropped down onto the 1 minute, I saw that price made this really nice evening star candlestick pattern, and I just used that to basically confirm that price was going to start reversing and coming back down, as obviously you can see that we did have that aggressive, that's yesterday. Yeah, we did have that aggressive 5 minute candle push up towards our OTE. So yeah, once I saw that on the 1 minute, I was confident and we started seeing these wick rejections as well. So yeah, I placed a sell. Like I said, market execution, got in here, which is pretty much exactly where I'd have got in anyway if I placed my sell limit. Stops just above the highs like usual. And then I was just targeting a 1 to 2, as you can see. And then yeah, after we entered, price pretty much just started melting down. Came very, very close to our TP, had a slight pullback, and then came down further and smashed our TP. And that was for a nice 2%. And as you can see, we hit our TP, that candle was at 740. So yeah, TP had been hit and we was out of the trade all before 8 o'clock, which was pretty nice. And then don't have to worry about much for the rest of the day then. So yeah, that was a quick breakdown of the trade that we took today. So we're now up 2% for the week. Still got 3 days left. We'll see what that holds. But yeah, like I said, if it was a live account, I'd probably be done now. Obviously waiting for a payout. But as we are still in the evaluation phase, then I'm okay with being a bit more aggressive just to get closer to the live stage. So yeah, we'll just got to see what the rest of the week brings and go from there. So you've just seen the trade breakdown from today. Just a quick look into my evening, what I'm doing right now. Literally about to start editing this week's YouTube video that I'm recording right now. I've got the Discord over there, as you can see. We've got our to-do list that we've done yesterday and today. Done some journaling, and we're also doing our Q2 planning and roadmap. So yeah, just being as productive as possible and basically just doing everything we can to make sure we succeed. But yeah, just a good way to wrap up the evening. So we're going to get a bit of this done now, and then we'll call it a night there and get ready for tomorrow and see what tomorrow brings. So then guys, we're coming towards the end of the week now. It's Thursday evening. We did actually take a trade today, which is going to be my last one of the week, as tomorrow is a bank holiday. It's been a decent week, to be honest. We did take a really small win today. It was just 0.5%, as we got stopped out in profit. We didn't quite hit our full TP. So I'll show you that trade quickly now. So as you can see, this is the trade that we took today. We can see that the Asia session was quite bearish, so I was looking for a continuation trade. We had price come up, tag me into the trade. As you can see, we had this nice fair value gap that lined up with our fib level, so that's where I entered. Price wicked up into our position really nicely and then started to go down into profit straight away. Fucking hell. Fucking light's falling down. So yeah, we started to come down into profit. We did have two sets of news today at 1:15 and 1:30. And because price was moving so slow, as you can see, is not moving the greatest, pretty slow. So that meant that the news did end up coming into play. And I did actually hold through the news today, just because I've seen it so many times when price does follow technical analysis. So if your technicals are right, price does usually follow it as well during the news. We can see these bigger candles here. These are the news candles. So yeah, price came down. Obviously our TP was at the bottom here. Price didn't actually get all the way to our TP. So what I did was I was just trailing my stops really. So yeah, just following a bit of structure. This red line is where I had my stop loss, and you can see price came back up and tagged us out of the trade there, and that was for a 0.5%. So yeah, a small win. As you can see, price just carried on chopping around for the rest of the day. So nice to take profits where we can, and that is it for the week really. Here we go. This is, as you can see, for the week so far, we've had 3 trades, 1 break even and 2 wins, a 2% win and then a 0.5% win. And yeah, that's 2.5% up for the week, and I'm happy with that. As you can see, April's been pretty good so far. We have not took a losing trade yet, so on a nice little win streak, and hopefully that will carry on into next week. So then there you go, that is the trade that we took today. Like I just said, been a decent week, being 2.5% up for the week. I'll take that with the market conditions that we've had recently. So yeah, I'm happy with that, and now we'll just put a bit of work in through the weekend and the 2 bank holidays that we've got this weekend, one being tomorrow, Friday, and then Monday. Yeah, put a bit of work in, bit of back testing, and then we'll be all prepared for Tuesday when we're back trading, back on the markets, looking for more potential positions to try get these funded accounts passed. Obviously, eventually get to the payout stage, which is what we're aiming for. So yeah, like I said, decent week. And thanks for watching if you've watched to this point so far. I'm going to be doing more videos, hopefully trying to get them out weekly. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Make sure you subscribe. And yeah, more videos to come soon. So it's Saturday today, guys, and just to end off the week, I'm giving my car a bit of a polish, as you can see behind me. We're here at Precision Car Care, which is my very good friend's business. This is where I'm also working in the week as well, alongside trading. But I hope you've enjoyed the video this week. Like I said, 2.5% up for the week. It's been a decent week. So yeah, we'll move on to next week and see what next week holds. See if we can get any more decent setups and try to get these accounts a bit further on.